Well, good morning, everybody. We have got something going on that I never thought would ever happen. Behind me, I'm going to be building a shop. Now, it's been one of those deals that I wanted to do for like 30 years and could never do it, but it's going to happen. Now, my property goes from the way over there all the way down to that ditch way down there. I don't know if you can see it. Way down there, that ditch right across there. And I wanted to put my shop down that way because there's a lot of space down on this end. But unfortunately, I live within the city limits and the city says, no, you can't do that. So instead of me going from the road here 20 feet, they said, nope, you got to go 30 feet. So if I go 30 feet that way, it puts this corner of the building over there. If I go that way, down there. So I've had to move it closer to the house that way. And it's bright sun this morning. Beautiful fall day. Anyway, I had to move it closer that way, and then I can move it this way, and now it fits. And you might be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4 stakes. After several hours of coming out here measuring and staking and measuring and staking and getting everything worked out, I finally figured out where everything's gonna go. But this is where it's gonna go, 1,200 square feet, plus a driveway that way and a driveway that way, and it's gonna make it very useful. So next thing, let me show you what we're going to be getting. This is what we're getting. Well, not 30 by 51, 24 by 50, but it's going to have roll-up doors. It's going to have a man door, but it's not going to be that color. It is going to be 12 foot tall. That's going to make it really, really useful for the build-out that I've got planned for the inside. And that's the color scheme. We're going to be going with this tan up top, the red on the bottom, red trim, red roof, not the side shack though. We don't need that. We're also not going to be putting it on the dirt. We're going to be actually putting it on a concrete slab. And the inside, yeah, I think these are 12 foot tall walls here. And this isn't quite as big as the one that I'll be getting, but it's pretty big. So that's the color scheme. That's the wall height. Not that one.
The one over here. That is.
This one. This is the one we're getting. I finally got my permits in hand. The city is a pain dealing with permits. But that's just $500 out the door, so what? Okay. To get the city's permission to build, we're going to be building this. Well, I'm not going to be building it. They're going to be erecting it, and I just really hope that we don't have any bad juju happen. And now that that's all taken care of, I've got to go see the doctor. Apparently, I've got some circulatory problems or something. They don't know yet. They're going to do some tests. Cheese sticks, awesome breakfast. We're here. Now, to be fair, I don't think there's anything wrong with me, but, you know, well, there is something wrong with me, but I don't think it's this. But you got to do one thing before they'll do something else. So, here we go. The floor is cold. They need to get in-floor heating in this place. And that was easy. They gooped me up with some ultrasound gel and went all up and down the arteries in my legs to find out if I have arteries. I hope I do. They're going to call me and let me know. Well, good morning. It is day 2, and we have got all these guys here, and they're going to take that tractor right there, and they are going to get out here and figure out where this thing's going to go exactly. He's got his piece of equipment right there to make sure he gets level. They're going to take this tractor here and grade it all off. and I'm just going to leave it with them because they know what they're doing more than I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with them and let them do it. Well, it didn't take them long, and they had this thing ready for some concrete, or ready for the inspector. I guess we got to get the inspector out here first. Should be here tomorrow and get the inspection done, and hopefully by Friday we're going to have some concrete on this, and real soon we're going to have a building going up. Well, the inspector came out and everything is good to go. As you can see, the slab is there. We got our stub outs for our future electric and plumbing that we're going to be putting in at some point in the future, and it's ready to pour. They're going to be here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be a bright and early start for them. Looks like I got to get out of bed early tomorrow. But I got a stub up here. I'm going to bring the power in there. There's some stub up down there for a future bathroom. And quite frankly, I think I've made it too small. I really think it's bigger than my house, and I still think it's too small. I've been told that it's going to be too small when I'm done, but I've only got so much money, and that's what it's going to be. So stay tuned. We're going to do the pour, and well, I'm probably not going to hang out for the entire duration, but I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Well, it looks a lot brighter out here than it actually is. These cameras are amazing, but it is dark, and just a little after 7, and we have the concrete truck has just showed up. We're getting ready to pour, fellas, and I'll be back a little bit later to see how they're progressing, because concrete is a young man's job, and I am not a young man. They're the professionals. I'm gonna let them deal with it. I'm gonna go do some other work so I can make some money to pay for this mess. And just like that, we have concrete. Isn't that pretty? They've already got these lines marked out. These are going to be the lines where they do control joints. I know some people don't think that you need control joints when you're doing something like this, but you're doing a big building like this, you don't want it to break in the wrong spot. So we'll do these control joints, and basically doing it a 10 by 12, and that'll keep it from having a weird break. Instead of, you know, it's not when concrete or if concrete's going to break, it's when concrete's going to break. It always does. Every house is going to settle. It's a shop, it's going to settle. So that's why we do these control joints. And that's all I got for you for right now. We got probably going to be a week or so before we start getting construction on the building, and I'll bring you back for that. Until next time, have a good day.